there were areas where the cross everything. Not that you may want to see absolutely everything, but that's...
Back.
We're back. We're off you, we're back. This was one of the dodgy areas. There was never any guarantee we'd get a signal out of that lift. But I think we're out now, so that's cool. So, tell me about my weather lesson.
So, your weather lesson is going to start with looking at some weather charts and looking at all the type of gubbins that we see day in, day out.
Right.
And we take all that information and put it into a spoken forecast for the people out in the...
Who writes it?
So, who writes it? Well, the Met Office provide us with all the data, with all the information, but there's a lot of technical words and weather jargon in there, so we take that information and put it in a bit more of a chatty way.
So you would make it less scientific or make it a little bit more approachable?
Yeah, I think so, so that the guy next door can understand it. It's just so everybody gets it.
Yeah. I'm the guy next door.
We don't want it too sort of technical or sciencey. Just want to, as if you were telling your granny in her front room what the weather was doing tomorrow. Yeah. Just want to keep it quite easy.
As far as, on a day like today, when you have got... I mean, let's face it, this is an incredibly dull, boring day for weather.
Tell me about it. We get more of these than you think as well.
Really?
Yeah, and this is where the knack of being a weather presenter comes into its own, because we've got to think of as many ways as possible of saying it's a bit grey and it's a bit dull. So I'm quite happy that you're doing the weather this evening, to be honest.
So you don't have to do it?
No, because if not, it would sound a bit boring. And you're going to add a bit of showbiz, a bit of sparkle to it.
What words do you use, then, if it is just grey forever?
Grey forever. Well, yeah, it can sound a bit... We do actually sigh and roll our eyes sometimes. There's no two ways about it. Yeah. Might as well just be real about it. It can be like Groundhog Day.
What are the ways to describe dull?
Cloudy, gloomy, misty low cloud, murky, misty, gloopy. Anything goes.
Gloopy?
Anything goes. I've actually said gloopy before. Gloopy, low grey cloud. Any dank, dreary. Honestly, the list goes on. It's like you've got to swallow a thesaurus and think of as many ways as...
OK. Now, I'll put my phone... I'm clinging onto my phone like it's just real life. Everywhere I go, I put my phone down. I've got to remember to pick it up again. OK, so, let's have a look.
Should we have a look at some weather charts first? So, hopefully this will work. Oh, I mustn't show you my password.
Oh, OK, don't worry. I'll just cover that up. There you go.
OK, so, like we said earlier, it's very grey today.
As that is the day.
There's so much cloud.
See this?
There's so much cloud, you can't see the map of Britain and Ireland below it all.
Oh, my
That's how much cloud there is. I mean, there's a little slither here, and that's down in Devon, Cornwall. Yeah. But other than that, it's thick, low blanket cloud. It's a properly dull day everywhere. So what we've got in London today, what people can see on their screens, that is the same, the length and the breadth of the country.
Very still day today, so there's no wind around.
Yeah, well, we've got sort of high pressure just about hanging in there.
Hang on a second.
With high pressure... Oh,
someone just came in to do something on my back, and I've managed to lose everything. OK, let's check it. So we're just... whilst you carry on...
I'll carry on rabbiting away.
You carry on, it's just a telly for you. Fiddle around.
So when we're doing the weather forecast, we have a combination of what's happening right now outside our windows, up and down the country, and what's going to happen in the future. So right now we've got a blanket of cloud, so much so we can't see the map of Britain and Ireland below it all. There is a little bit of other action going on in the form of rain. So that was a satellite picture which shows cloud. This is a radar that shows rain. So all of this splodgy blue stuff is rain falling across Scotland, Northern Ireland. It's pouring down. Yeah. And the yellow, unfortunately, isn't sun. It's actually heavier rain. Heavy, yeah.
When was this forecast? When is this?
This is right
today.
now.
This is right now.
This moment in time. It's at this instant right now. It's the latest information. We've got a blanket of cloud across the country, can't see anything, and we've got this rain across Scotland and parts of Northern Ireland. The rest of it's dry as a bone at the moment. And putting it in more simple terms, I guess, you should come in for any minute. This is sort of in a symbol sort of form, if you like. You've got the rain up in Scotland, misty low cloud across Northern Ireland, the rain moving in. For the rest of us, it's pretty much dry, but look at that grey cloud. So you've got that slither of sunshine that I mentioned across Devon.
When I do the weather, what should my tone be? What's the best way for that to be?
I think try and keep it upbeat, even though it's dull and grey and bit dreary. But, I mean, when we're looking ahead to the next few hours, that's just right now. Actually, there's a little bit more action going on in the next 24 hours. So when we get to do your forecast, there is a little bit more going on.
Can I have a practice?
Of course, yeah, of course.
Oh, my clicker.
Yes.
OK.
So this is a weather clicker. It's very important. I don't know if you've had control of your weather graphics before.
Never once.
No. OK, so the red button is going to move you forward in time.
Yeah.
And push you forward to the next weather graphic. We've got a series of weather graphics for you today. You're going to stand on your spot, the red mark here.
Yep.
Weather graphics behind you. I'm just going to stand here for the time being. So you want this button here.
The red one?
The red button.
Makes it goes it forward?
Flips it forward onto the next chart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So should we have a click through and see what we've got?
OK, let's do that. So I should start reading. That's all right. I've got my talkback back again now. But I've got a big echo in my ear, so that makes it very difficult. But listen, I told you it was behind the scenes. I told you you'd hear everything. Hello and good... Oh, I'm going to have to take that out. Can't hear. I've got a big echo. Hello and good evening. Well, as we go into a new month and a new season, a different feel for us in the coming few days, set to be feeling a little bit colder as we slip our way into December as temperatures fall. Expect frosty nights and only short-lived sunshine by day. Am I all right so far?
Yeah, absolutely fine. So you want to click now? Click your button.
There you go. Like that
there we go.
The right one.
We've got a snazzy graphic here.
This cold front responsible for the rain through Scotland and Northern Ireland today will gradually shuffle its way southwards, and in fact there it is gradually shuffling its way southwards into England and Wales tonight, introducing colder air as it does so. As for tonight, it'll be chilly, but the cloud will keep temperatures above freezing for most of us. On the other hand, further north, behind the rain, temperatures will fall. It'll become cold and frosty through Scotland and through Northern Ireland. Yeah, I'm not pointing to the map enough, am I? As temperatures drop to -1 or -2 in places, and dare I say it, there will be a little sleet and snow across the Scottish hills. Into tomorrow, the cold air stays with us. The compensation will be a beautiful bright start for most of the north, with just a few scattered sleety showers for the Western Isles. That's the Western Isles. Never eat shredded wheat, Western Isles. For the rest of us, a very different setup. Overnight cloud, patchy rain will keep it disappointingly dull and damp all day further south. Added to this, it'll feel like winter is here. Temperatures will struggle, and it'll be a colder day for everyone. There you go. There's your weather. Have a good evening.
Bravo, Philip.
Right, Lucy, I've now got to go back to Studio 3.
And I think I see you a little bit later.
You're going to see me when we do it, because I really do seriously need you before we do it for real.
Of course. We'll have another couple of goes. It'll be absolutely fine. You're a pro. And
now that wasn't the real weather that I was doing. That wasn't my weather, was it?
Well, most of it was pretty much there. We might tweak it here and there. A bit more pointing. Yeah. We're nearly there. OK, but I'll get another couple of run-throughs later on. Yeah, practice makes perfect, after all. Has somebody got my phone? Yeah, well done. I'll look after this for you in the meantime. Thank you. But for a first time, not bad. You're not going to be treading on my toes and having a go at the weather in the future. Don't you worry about that. There's no chance. We could do with the weather boy. There's too many girls. I quite like the sound of that. See you later, Lucy. Bye. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you. Right, Philip. Right then. Back to studio. Right then. Back to studio. OK. Is it Studio 3 now, is it? Studio 3, yeah. So we're going to go have a look at your home for the next few hours. Oh, this is the set? The set. Is in? This is your set. Wow. This is what we're going to find out. Oh, which is it? Is what?
You're back out for the Text on studio. Yeah. First time, first look.
Fingers crossed.
I'm sorry, who are you? She's following me on a phone. Can I just say, this is... She's put the whole thing together. She's put the whole thing... This is our live link to galleries around the world. I think at the moment she's talking to Tahiti.
Yeah, you're on that camera. That's what I can tell you.
And so the great thing is that the Studio 3, which is the one that we're actually in, was this morning the Lorraine studio, which they then managed to turn that into the Loose Living studio. They've now, and that's the wonders and gorgeousness of telly, is the fact that it is it's now been turned into my Tech Santa studio, and this should be my base. That lady running down there is Mel. She's working the autocue, so that's why she's running down there. I don't know whether her piece of kit is. There we go. Look at this. And they are still working their way through it. This looks amazing. My team. I have a distinct feeling that I may possibly be in the way here. Do you know when you feel you've arrived somewhere a little early?
It is.
Yes, Lynn, pop in.
Thank you.
I've got a feeling I might have got here a bit early.
We can do a little tour around of
Yeah.
our half-built areas.
So will you show me my
Thanks,
various
Phil.
areas?
I will
Will you?
indeed, Philip.
So,
Yes,
so
I
tell
will.
me
So,
tell me where we're
I'll
going.
walk around here. So we have an advent calendar.
You're not Mike, so
I'm not
stick
Mike,
close
so I'll
to me.
stick close to you. So we've got an
Yeah.
advent calendar behind you, which you'll hear little introductions and ask you at certain points to open the doors and
Right.
certain numbers.
So what's-
and there may
what
be
is
little...
behind there, then?
Oh, now that I can't tell you because they're little surprises for you.
Nice, by the way, that's a quick turnaround from Loose Women. I can't believe that I was sitting in here just before I went to do the news. That's bizarre. Right, OK.
And we have our sofa area where you'll be able to do chats with various guests.
Yeah.
Again, all being constructed. There'll be...
We've got somewhere that people can perform.
We've got a performance area, which again is being built over in that area. It's not those guys performing.
Right,
Well,
OK.
you never know. They might be able to do a dance for us. Who knows? We'll have some Skype chats as well, which we'll be able to do from here.
Yeah.
And that's been plugged into your clock to let you know how long you've been on air for.
Do you know, I was thinking about that as we were coming back across town, thinking how long... And now, do you know, I don't know whether I want to know at the
You probably
moment.
won't know.
Just letting all...
You might want to ignore that.
all this happen.
But every time you will do a glance over, it'll let you know
There's
how
one
many
reason
hours
you
you've
know
done.
that you're doing something for Text Santa, is that this sort of randomly happens every so often. Rudy, how very lovely to see you. Thank you very much indeed for joining us here today. I think I've got afternoon tea to have in here in a little bit. I'm going to tell you how you could raise money for Text Santa, enjoy a creamy treat at the same time. Also, I'll be preparing some stimulating hot chocolate drinks with Bake Off winner John Waite. Oh, I didn't even know that was happening. I'm just reading stuff now because now we're into the area which it unfolds in front of me. We'll be chatting to all our guests here. We've got Michael Ball. He tweeted me earlier on. Hi, Michael. Amanda Holden's going to come in. Stephen Mulhern as well.
Philip, it's time
And,
to open door number
apparently-
1 of your advent calendar.
Oh, OK. So this is what you were talking about, Nick. This is the advent calendar that I worked my way through, none of which I know what is the contents of.
Absolutely.
OK, good. That's
So,
cool.
Door number 1.
It says Phillip Schofield is currently on a comfort break. Please watch the monitor.
It's being rigged.
Is what?
It's
I
being rigged.
don't need to go anywhere. I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. I've got a bladder of steel. So, thank you very much indeed. Just getting swapped over again. At the moment, because the studio is still being built, I neither saw nor heard that. But I am led to believe that that was Dermot O'Leary. And if that was Dermot O'Leary, I don't need that.
I think I was just going to show you what we've got for you.
Is that... Look, it's got the same shirt on!
That's a lot of thought.
I can't believe it. That is really very good. Look at that. So you would think that was me.
It's even the right height.
That's
So that's what we
fabulous.
can put up on every tiny little comfort break.
I like the sound of that. Thank you very much.
To secure another gift from your
Dermot,
advent
thank you very
calendar,
much indeed for
you must
doing what you
open
did
another
for
door.
me. That's magnificent. I
Lucky
think first
you.
and foremost
2 in
we've got
one
to...
go.
Let's open another door.
Hey?
Let's open another.
It's supposed to be tomorrow. Okay.
Let's go door number 2.
Like that. My God. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello.
Oh, I'm pleased to see you.
Oh, it's lovely to see you.
sweetheart.
I'm very well.
How long have
Look
you been
at
behind
this.
there?
Oh, just about 4 hours. It's fine.
Right, then explain.
Well, yes,
I've got
it
a
does
feeling
need a
I
bit
have
of
a rough idea
explanation.
what this is.
Well, I saw you tweeted earlier that you spotted ropes, didn't you?
Yeah.
They weren't for me.
Right.
You've had a bit of abseiling training before, haven't
Yeah.
you? A little bit?
Yeah.
OK. I'm not going to give too much away, but the next challenge as such does involve the both of us going to the very top of the ITV towers. I'll give more away then, but you have to put this on first.
I put this on now?
Yes, want you to get changed now. Yep,
Here?
get yourself ready. Yep, that's it.
This is the first time I've seen you for a little while. David, does all my clothes.
And in charge of my jumper, I may add.
For telly, everything, all the lovely suits and stuff he's been organised. So we need to take your shoes off.
This is
Okay.
it, yeah. So, Phil, you're okay with heights?
Yeah, absolutely fine with heights.
Yeah?
No problem at all.
Even on a windy day?
Yep. I'm going to have one technical moment here, and as I've said all the way through, there will be times when I'm actually talking to the gallery, and that because we're on for 24 hours, there's no time for me to do it separately. My talkback has got a hideous echo on it, so it's almost impossible to hear.
Okay.
Thank you very much indeed. Right, let's put the
There we go.
shoes on.
Shoes off.
Put these on.
Suit on. It is obviously as well.
Those first, or over the top?
These on here.
Okay.
It's all about raising cash, obviously, Phil, so there's a little bit of
Raising
a
cash and
challenge.
dropping Schofield.
Yes, a little bit like that, yeah. It'll all be worth it. We'll all enjoy it. Let's put it that way. Are you enjoying yourself so far?
Do you know, I have loved it. It's been surreal because it's still so early on.
Yeah.
And I did say right at the very beginning when we were on this morning, I mean, I'm fully aware that there are a lot of people who do very, very long shifts.
Yeah.
You know, not on telly and in the dryer, in the warm or whatever. But for me, because you know that I'm such a telly geek, I love going places that I haven't been before.
Yeah.
I just sat, you know, on the news. I did a bit on the news.
I saw you're very good at the weather.
Well, that was a bit of a worry, that one.
That's impressive.
That's my biggest concern.
But I think that's a really difficult thing to do, isn't it? And it's the one part of the day we all want to hear what Lucy has to say.
Well,
so it's.
I didn't get a chance to ask her, but people do blame her when the weather's bad. I met her the other day. She gets, you know, why is it so dull? It's not my fault.
Well, no, let me explain how this works.
But they are such. I think it's also an unsung skill. I mean, I've always thought they were such amazing. That's all in their head.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, I'm cheating a little bit because I've got pointers on autocue. Otherwise, there's no chance that I could go from here and then just read the weather without knowing what it was.
Yeah.
So thank you, David. You're very kind, by the way.
He's
Just
wonderful,
letting
isn't
this
he?
happen. That's a bit tight. You might have to loosen that off a little bit. So yes, so there is the skill that it's all carried in their head. So when they are doing the weather, there's nothing in front of them.
Yeah.
They've remembered that, and it's all to time. That weather forecast that I'm going to do after the news this evening is a minute 40.
Okay.
It's the longest one.
But
I
of
do.
course, some news story could break just beforehand, and it means that potentially the weather has to change, does it, in terms of time?
I think that is a fixed slot because the news have got to do their bit in the right time.
okay.
But what could happen, of course, is that you could end up. I mean, weather events don't happen like that so much.
Yeah.
But I mean, on a day, I suppose, where it was volatile, you could suddenly end up with a mini tornado or something like that.
Anything happens today.
It's unlikely today.
I'd be on standby.
I'd like a bit of excitement in the weather.
1 minute.
Thank you.
Okay,
You've
there
got
we go.
a minute till we get this on.
And you do have to feel comfortable in this. That's quite important.
I love the
warm.
fact we said right from the word go when we did this that there would be times when it was going to be nicely chaotic. I mean, I'm in a studio now. A presenter, if you walk into a studio like this and it's not built, you make your excuses and you're very polite and you get out of everyone's way.
Yes, yes.
I'm sitting in the middle now of a studio that's being built.
We're normally being told to be quiet as
I
well,
know.
and everyone's being told to be quiet, and it's all a bit frantic, but that's as it should be, okay?
Right, okay.
Oh, you are looking the part, Mr. Schofield. I like it.
Yeah?
Got mic.
Oh, and where's my microphone? There we go. And then you're going to take me where?
I am going to take you to the very top of the ITV towers, all 290 feet of it.
Okay.
We'll be at the top,
Yeah.
and then I'll explain everything then, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back right afterwards for my abseil down ITV.
3, 2, 1.
Right, welcome back. We are now about, how long into my 24-hour marathon? Quite a while into my 24-hour marathon, but not long enough to brag about it.
Not quite yet, yes. He's following me. We're going to the top of the ITV towers.
Do you know where you're going, by the way?
No, I don't, but I'm going to keep on walking. There is someone that knows. I know the general vicinity.
Round to the right.
There was just a look in your eyes then. There should be someone in front of me.
I do know one way, and I thought that maybe that's the way they don't want me to go, so I thought,
we're not
here we go.
normally allowed on the roof.
Exactly,
anyway.
and I've never even been in this fancy lift.
No
so,
presenter is allowed on the roof.
Yes, this is for a very special occasion, obviously.
You would... you would think actually up the top here, because I know some of the bosses have got high up offices, quite nice ones. More often, actually, it's the meeting rooms that are up the top there. And you look out the window; it's a beautiful view of London.
Exactly. Yes, but that's in a lovely, protected, cosy little office. You see, we're obviously outside in the elements.
Anything but. Okay, let you go. You go, guys.
Yeah, we'll let you go
because
first.
there's no point following us.
So, Phil, tell me, what are you doing just to keep the momentum going, keep the energy up?
Do you know, it's peculiar. This is very peculiar because I'm, you know, sort of being hurtled from area to area without really very much time to think about what it is that I'm doing. It's more about changing mic packs. It's more about changing, you know, sort of ear packs and things like that for me to worry about where I'm going next. And what I was saying earlier on was that I decided that the best thing to do would be to just take it one task at a time.
Yes. Yeah.
So I've been on the news and I've announced the big shard experiment.
Absolutely, yes.
And that is a... I thought he was having a wee.
He's not a fan of the camera. He did his best possible.
He couldn't have crawled any deeper into that corner if he had tried. Bless him. So yes, once I've announced that one, that was a big one to announce that I was going to do that. And then, you know, I'd had an idea that we were going to do something like this because I could see the cables in the road.
That was a little bit of a giveaway, wasn't it?
That was the giveaway. And how long have you known about this?
There's been a bit of a discussion for a few days, and then I thought, will he really do that? And then, you know, you in true Phillip Schofield style.
Would you be tempted
we're on the way
to do it yourself?
You know, and I am a bit of a daredevil, as you know. I do enjoy kind of trying things, but I'm not so sure about this. I really don't. I think it's that feeling as well. Once you go over the edge, you can't make your way back up again. You're in it then. You have to make your way to the bottom. So if you take any kind of a wobbly moment on the sort of 12th floor.
So it's not the height?
Like,
is it the height?
A little bit of a height, yeah. And just the whole thought that what if? I don't want to go into it too much because I'm going to tell you what to do in a minute. But there is that fear thing, isn't it? I mean, you're
well, it is a very unnatural. Do you know
there.
that the Speakmans, and thank you very much indeed to the Speakmans who tweeted me this morning with their support, which is very kind.
Oh yes, of course I did. I saw
the
that.
Speakmans have said numerous times on this morning that human beings are only born with two fears. And that is the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. And those are your only fears that you are actually born with. The rest of them are inherited. Hi, everyone. Hiya. It's Channels Finance we've just walked through. Nice to see you. So it's... we're about to come past media planning.
Oh!
Hello, media planning.
Hello.
How are you? Are you planning my media currently? Yes. That's good. That's good. Very nice to see you. Hi. You can always tell the ones that don't want to be on telly. Oh, no.
Cover themselves.
Legal and business affairs.
Hello.
Hello, legal. They look very sensible.
Very sensible. Look, there sits on this floor.
Not that sensible, yeah. Right. Okay.
Okay. So this is us. Okay, we're in the staircase bit. Yeah. Okay, we're getting there now. Phil, you'll be glad to know.
So yes. So as I was saying with the Speakmans, is that you're born with those fears. This may be the staircase that we lose you on. I can remember from our briefing meetings that we might lose you, and if we do, we'll be picked up immediately from the camera above.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we're still, I don't know whether you're still with us, but I'm just going to continue.
Carry on as if exactly. Yeah.
So you've inherited. So if you're scared of spiders or you're scared of snakes, you weren't born with that.
Exactly. And it's funny that I try to do that at home, even with the girls, where I'm petrified of spiders and everything else, but I try not to act like I am because I think I'm just giving that, I'm handing that over to you.
Yeah.
But
do you have any fears? Are you fearful
I'm not
of anything?
heights, I must admit. I do have moments
one because I used to be frightened of deep water, and bizarrely I sort of got myself through that.
Well, this is us.
Right, okay.
Great, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
You warm enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've got to go through the sort of explanation because I think I've only got 4 minutes to get before a break.
Okay, I'm going
So I don't ideally want to be hanging off the building during the commercial break.
I promise you, there is someone that knows what they're doing. This is called the 12 floors of Christmas.
Okay.
Okay, so you're going to climb down 12 floors of the ITV building.
Yeah.
Of course, you're just not doing that for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Every time you go down each floor, you have to memorise something. Now, you won't miss these items, let's just say, but there are 12 items to memorise. Every one that you do memorise, once you come to the bottom, you get £1,000.
Okay.
So there's £12,000 for Tech Santa up for grabs, okay? Christmas themed things, obviously, okay? You, that's all clear, isn't it? You have 60 seconds when you get to the bottom to give me the 12.
With Phantom. It's on. Do you want me to do it? You're right.
Yes, you can indeed, of course. We also have, just to add to confusion, another Phil. And Phil's going to be abseiling with you, and he's filming you the entire time for your reactions and everything else, okay? So Phil is here somewhere. He'll introduce himself in a sec. Where's Phil? Oh, he's already out there. Poor Phil's hanging out there already.
Right, okay. So should we start?
Yeah,
Do you need to brief me up?
Well, basically, we just want to get you stepped into the harness, and I'll just put the left foot through,
Yeah.
through the foot loop. Up to there.
Yeah.
Same again with that one.
Yeah.
The balance.
Okay.
Now, I know this is live TV, but can you get some sort of this area and sort of try and pull it up a little bit for you? Because when you're sitting in your harness, it's a little uncomfortable.
So, yes, I can indeed.
So what I need to do is pull what up?
Pull the waist
Me up?
loops, waist loops first.
Okay.
That one there and that one there. Just pull those in tight and give it a wriggle like that. That's lovely. That's fine. All right.
So,
Okay.
I need to go. I need to
be
make
at the
my
bottom.
way to the bottom.
Yeah.
You're in very good hands with Jason and, of course, Phil out there.
See you at the bottom.
12 items, okay?
Yeah.
12 items and 60 seconds at the bottom.
I'll see you at the bottom.
I will see
Let's
you.
hope there's not a hole in the pavement.
Good luck.
Right, that one goes over there.
Yeah.
That one goes in here. So, we've got some nice bits of kit for you to use, and basically you can't go wrong with them. This is all loose at the moment, so don't panic. So it's an ID, which you've used before apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know about that, so if you go too fast or you snap it back too fast, you just pull that back in there.
Yeah.
The other one's an ASAP, which just follows you down the line. The thing is to just keep it slow and low, nice and steady.
Yeah,
just
I've got to go quite slow anyway because I've got to learn these things as I go down.
Absolutely, so that's perfect. So
Yeah.
just keep going with those, and Phil will be coming down with you all the time as you go.
Okay.
So, just tighten up the leg loops. The tighter it is, the better it will be once you're sitting in
Yeah,
actually in your
that's
harness.
cool. I'm happy with that. So whilst you...
I'm jigging this as much as I can to try and get it as comfortable as
Yeah,
possible.
no, that's absolutely fine.
Okay.
What I'll do is we might take a quick commercial break whilst you just finish off getting me getting in this. We'll still be online, of course, streamed online. Everything is online, so you don't miss a thing. Just so that you want to check that we are absolutely live all the way through. In the meantime, I will
Just keep it going around here. Are you happy with that
get
one there?
dragged into that, hand you over to a commercial break, and I will see you in a matter of moments.
That's